There's certain people that can step into any room and instantly make everyone attracted to them. So I studied presidents, celebrities, every type of guy that has this ability to compile 7 strategies you can start implementing so that you can suddenly make everyone attracted to you. Number 1, I want you to use Trump's 3 handshakes. You see, both men and women are naturally drawn to those men that have high natural levels of testosterone. So there are 3 ways to show that you have high levels of testosterone by just shaking their hand. I want you to watch this meeting between Trump and the leader of North Korea. Notice that he held a handshake for 12 seconds and looked him directly in the eyes. This shows respect and confidence, which makes the man more attractive. Now here's where it gets interesting. This is not his only handshake style. He has different handshake styles for different people. Watch him now shake hands with the leader of Russia, Putin. Look what he just did there. He not only did the same thing, right? Good contact, firm handshake, but he grabbed that second hand and put it on his back. This shows confidence and dominance. Now I want you to look at one more handshake. This is with the leader of France, President Macron. The man almost started an arm wrestling competition here where he literally pulled the guy in, almost tipping him over. Now, this movement might be seen as aggressive if you do it with the wrong guy, but with the right person, it could be a sign of camaraderie or just having some fun. So to instantly appear more attractive to others, as soon as you meet them, you can use the first handshake when you're meeting someone new, the second handshake if you're already familiar with the person and want to assert a bit of dominance, and the third handshake if you already know someone and you just want to make them laugh. Either one will suddenly make you more attractive to them. Number 2, I want you to use the 3 Obama speaking tricks. Obama has a skill where he knows how to talk in a certain way to get people to like him, even if you don't agree with his politics. So I want to see if you're able to catch it in this video, and I'll give you a hint. You're looking for 3 key things.
They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own.
Did you catch that? Here, Obama did 3 things that forces you to pay attention. First, he always talks slowly, which makes it seem as if he's always in charge. Second, he always takes a 1 to 2 second pause in between sentences. This gives people enough time to not only think about what he's saying, but also keep them interested. And third, when he says something important or he wants it to be impactful, he now pauses for 5 seconds. This makes people really think about what he just said. So if you suddenly want to make everyone attracted to you as soon as you talk, I want you to start talking slower. Add a 1 to 2 second pause in between sentences. And finally, when you say something important, wait at least 5 seconds before saying something again. And what you're gonna start to notice is that people are gonna hang off of every word that comes out of your mouth. Now think about it. Just until now, just by changing how you do a handshake and changing how you talk to somebody, you're already gonna be making everyone around you instantly attracted to you. And I'm only getting warmed up because these next 5 techniques I'm about to show you will truly make you captivating in any room you walk into. Number 3, you will groom yourself like a president. You see, presidents are the best salespeople in the world, as their entire job is to get half the country to vote for them. So everything they do is strategic to make as many people as possible like them. Nothing is coincidence. So if you want to make everyone suddenly attracted to you, you need to do these 3 things. First, you need to remove as much hair from your body as possible. The reason is that the more hair that you have on your body, the greater the chance of you developing long-lasting bad body odor. So you want to start all the way from the bottom. Remove all the hair from your private area and then move upwards to your stomach, your chest, and your armpits. Now to do this, make sure you're not using the same trimmer you're using on your face. You should be buying a trimmer specifically for your body and your private region to keep everything hygienic. And of course, I got you covered, bro. Our Manscaped Lawnmower 5.0 is the best in the game to do so. And this new Manscaped lawnmower that we dropped comes with 2 trimmer heads. So essentially, you could just have 1 trimmer and just replace the heads when you're shaving your body versus shaving your face. And the cool thing is that our trimmers come with skin-safe technology to make sure that you don't trim your boys downstairs. The second thing you want to do is go for a clean-shaven look. Take Trump and Obama, for example. They're both clean-shaven men, as were almost all presidents throughout history. And the reason why most presidents like Trump and Obama and world leaders maintain a clean-shaven look year-round is because during the 20th century, there were multiple studies that came out stating that women found men that were clean-shaven to be more friendly and trustworthy. So, if you want people to suddenly like you, you need to come across as friendlier, more trustworthy. And to achieve that, you want to adopt a clean-shaven face. Now look, if you want to use a beard like I do, you can still take this same concept and just make sure your beard's always neatly trimmed and always lined up. Now remember how I said our Manscaped Lawnmower 5.0 can help you do that? Well, because it comes with 2 trimmer heads, you can easily replace the trimmer head that you use on your body and put on the electric shaver trimmer head. This will allow you to either A, remove your entire beard with the trimmer without having to use a razor, or B, trim your cheek and your neck area to clean up your beard, giving you total control in your grooming. I don't know about you, but there's not many trimmers in the market that can do something like this, where you're literally getting 2 different trimmers on one single design. It's the best thing we've ever put out. You wanna know why? Because I care about your boys. Think about it. You are with your boys all of your life. You sleep with them, you'll grow up with them, they'll go through your first breakup, they'll be there when you're married. They're always there for you. The least you can do is treat them to a trimmer that not only won't nick them, but will make them look as good as possible. This takes me to the third thing you wanna do, is take care of your long and messy haircut, as research has found that voters believe that candidates that had long, messy haircuts were either lazy or unemployed. And this perception goes directly against what presidents are trying to achieve. So, if you're getting ready for a job interview or you're getting ready for a first date, the last thing you want is your date to think you're lazy or unemployed, which is why you should adopt a tight haircut, a short and tight haircut, which of course your barber can help you with. And if you can't afford that, at a minimum, when you have a good trimmer like our Manscaped one, you can always trim the back of your neck, which is what ends up looking messy, around your ears and the sides of your beard to make it seem as if your haircut is as fresh as possible. You do these 3 things, you'll be doing exactly what presidents do to get people to instantly like you. And if you need a good trimmer that's gonna help you achieve all that, obviously my trimmer, the Lawnmower 5.0, it's gonna help you get there faster than ever. Treat your boys to something nice. I'm gonna have it linked down below, and I'm gonna hook your boys up by giving you a 20% discount plus free shipping, making it as affordable as possible. If you guys wanna check it out, it'll be linked down below. 4, use leading questions to keep them talking. Leading questions is a way for you to steer the conversation into a direction that you want. So I'm gonna show you how to use them to keep people talking. You see, when we talk about ourselves, our brains will release dopamine. This makes us feel good. But what science has found is that sharing our opinions and our emotions releases even more dopamine than that. So if you can get people to give you their opinions and their emotions, you'll set off the most amount of dopamine in them, and you'll make them more interested in talking to you, and therefore become attracted to you. I know, it's a little bit dark, but here are 3 leading questions you can use to trigger that. The first one you have is, what do you think about Trump? This question is not only controversial, but it's also relevant, and it will spark their desire to share their opinion and their emotion. The second one is, do you believe in global warming? The question is proactive and a bit irritating, as it is assuming that you might believe it's fake, making them even more interested in talking to you. And the third question you have is, should guns be legal? Remember, the key here is to start making questions that not only spark their opinions, but also their emotions. And as long as you don't oppose their beliefs, they're gonna become more attracted to you, because people love sharing their thoughts and their feelings. Number 5, only chew gum in these 5 places. You see, in a recent study, researchers wanted to see if chewing gum affected how attractive somebody was. So they had multiple sets of identical twins set next to each other at a museum. And then they asked 481 visitors these questions. Who do you think gets invited to more parties? Who has more friends? Who has a better sex life? Who never puts money into the employee gift pool? And who would you give a raise to at work? At the end of the study, what researchers discovered is that 73% of the responses favored the twin who was chewing gum, an outcome that they believed was due to the belief that those who chew gum are more confident. This means that chewing gum can suddenly make you attractive to everyone. However, there are certain places you should never chew gum. So to make it easier for you, here's a simple chart. Here are the places you should chew gum, and here are the places you should never chew gum in. Number 6, make someone feel like they are the only person in the room. When you're interacting with someone, there are small things that you can do to make that other person feel important. And yet, most men will do one of 2 things when they're in a conversation, not knowing there's a third way of doing it that will make every person you talk with more attracted to you. The first group of men will ask a question and then sit there waiting for their chance to speak. Here, they're not listening, they're just waiting and it's obvious. The second group will ask a question, but then they'll start fidgeting around or look at their phone or look at the clock. And this makes the other person feel unimportant. But the third group of men will ask a question, then they will lean in, and then they will wait a few seconds after the other person is done talking before they say something. Just look at the difference. By you using this method, you're making the other person feel as if they are the only person in that room, and that makes them feel heard and makes you instantly attractive. Number 7, use the most powerful word. Humans are desperate for recognition and validation, and because of this desperation, there is a powerful word that you can use that will make them more attracted to you than anything else you can say, and that is their name. So here, I'm gonna show you how to remember somebody's name and then use it to your advantage. First, whether you're using Apple or Android, you're gonna have 2 buttons on the lock screen of your phone. I want you to go into your note settings and replace one of them with the Notes application. Then you're gonna create a note called Names and pin that note to the top. Now I'm gonna give you a sales trick. Whenever you meet somebody and they tell you their name, immediately pull out their phone, open up the Notes app, jot down their name along with any characteristics or interesting things that you talked about in that conversation. I need you to use this with every single person you come across, even the cute girl you just met in your class or at the party, or even the person who serves you coffee at Starbucks. Now, when you go back into that coffee shop to get your coffee or that classroom, you're gonna walk in and say, hey, insert name, how are you today? This technique does 3 purposes. It helps you remember their name better. It makes the people you're talking to more attracted to you. And it increases the chances of getting free stuff like an extra espresso shot in your coffee or priority service. And you can apply this logic to anything else. I'm telling you right now, you do these 7 tricks I just showed you that most men don't know about. Any room you walk into, you will instantly become more attractive.